more than 1,400 years ago, in the heart of Arabia, a man was born whose life would forever change the course of human history. His name was Muhammad. Peace and blessings be upon him, the final messenger of Islam. Muhammad was born in the city of Makkah in the year 570 CE, a year remembered by Arabs as the year of the elephant. In that year, an army led by Abraham attempted to attack the holy Kaaba, but they were destroyed by a divine miracle. This was the same year in which the Prophet was born, a sign of the greatness that awaited him. His father, Abdullah, had passed away before his birth, and his mother, Amina, lovingly cared for him. But tragedy struck again when she also passed away when Muhammad was just 6 years old. Orphaned at such a young age, he was taken into the care of his grandfather, Abdul Muttalib, and, after his death, into the protection of his uncle Abu Talib. As a child, Muhammad grew with purity of character. He was honest, kind, and truthful. People of Makkah soon began calling him Al-Amin, meaning the Trustworthy, because he never lied and always kept his word. He worked as a shepherd in his youth, and later as a merchant. His honesty in trade became famous across Arabia. At the age of 25, Muhammad married Khadijah, a noble and wealthy woman who had been deeply impressed by his honesty and character. Their marriage was filled with love, respect, and partnership. She was his greatest supporter and stood by him through every trial. Muhammad often retreated to the cave of Seerah near Makkah, seeking peace, reflection, and closeness to Allah. At the age of 40, during one of these nights of worship, the angel Jibril appeared to him with the first revelation. Read, "In the name of your Lord, who created." These words marked the beginning of his prophethood. At first, he shared the message of Islam privately with those closest to him. His wife Khadijah was the first to believe, followed by his cousin Ali, his friend Abu Bakr, and his servant Zayd. Slowly, the message spread. There is no God but Allah, and Muhammad is his messenger. But the leaders of Makkah resisted. They were deeply attached to idol worship and feared losing power. They mocked him, persecuted his followers, and tried to silence him. Yet, Muhammad remained patient, preaching kindness, justice, and the oneness of God. As persecution grew harsher, some Muslims migrated to Abyssinia, where a just Christian king, the Negus, offered them safety. Later, after years of hardship, Muhammad and his followers made the great migration known as the Hijrah to the city of Madinah. This marked the beginning of the Islamic calendar. In Madinah, Muhammad established the first Muslim community built upon faith, justice, and brotherhood. He created a constitution that allowed Muslims, Jews, and other groups to live together peacefully. He taught mercy, charity, and forgiveness, even to enemies. But the Quraysh of Makkah would not let go. They waged wars against the Muslims at Badr, Uhud, and the Battle of the Trench. Despite being outnumbered many times, the Muslims, under the leadership of the Prophet, stood firm. His courage, wisdom, and trust in Allah inspired his companions to never lose hope. Years later, after endless struggle, the Prophet and his followers returned to Makkah. But instead of revenge, he entered the city with humility. Standing by the Kaaba, he forgave his enemies, declaring, "Today there is no blame on you. Go, for you are free." This act of mercy opened the hearts of many, and Makkah embraced Islam for the next few years. The Prophet continued to guide his people. He reminded them that all humans are equal, whether Arab or non-Arab, black or white, rich or poor. His farewell sermon, delivered during his last pilgrimage, still echoes as a timeless message of justice, unity, and faith in Allah. In the year 632 CE, at the age of 63, Muhammad passed away in Madinah. His departure left his followers in deep sorrow, but his mission was complete. The message of Islam had been delivered, and the light of his guidance continues to shine across the world. The birth and life of Prophet Muhammad remain the greatest example for humanity. A life of patience, honesty, mercy, and devotion to Allah, from being an orphan in Makkah to becoming the messenger of God. His story is one of hope, faith, and the triumph of truth.